guys know, we're getting ready to prepare for Vegas. We have 16 weeks away from the show, so as far as exercise routines go, as far as dieting goes, things like that, the main thing that we're going to be focusing on is you guys helping run the prep with me. So what I mean by that is that I'm actually going to give you guys all the exercises and, you know, to kind of follow along with me. So the whole point of that is as I go through prep for the next 16 weeks, I'm going to run the same exact program for 8 weeks, no longer than that, right? And then for the last 8 weeks, I do plan on switching it up, right? I may share or I may not share with you guys because you know, judges are looking for specific things in my last show. So as far as exercises go, I kind of want to focus towards the last 8 weeks on different things. But like I said, we'll kind of see as we go. Maybe I do, you know, share that with you guys. If you guys still want to follow along exact same thing, I'm more than welcome to. Let me know in the comment section if you want that. But as far as everything going forward, I'm just going to lay it out there and just kind of keep it simple, you know, because this week we're going to focus on just, you know, what we did last week, same exercises. Here and there we may switch it up along the prep, but as far as what we have it all mapped out. And like I said, I'm going to drop it here. It'll be like in a Google Doc, or I think I'm going to just drop it in the bio here, so we'll kind of go from there and see what we do. But like I said, we're getting ready for Vegas. We're going to be going for our pro card this year, so it's kind of more important than ever. So I would have done a show back in February, but to be honest, right now with my schedule and things, I have, you know, May kind of seems more likelihood. So like I said, stay tuned for the next one. And like I said, you know, we're going to do a lot of cool things on this prep, so follow me along if you want to join.
Memphis, man.
What's going on, guys? So if I haven't already mentioned, I'm 16 weeks out from my show. This show, I'm going to be becoming vegan. As you guys already know, I made the transition fully last year. And so, you know, we're looking to, you know, combine a similar package to what we had last year. With that being said, I kind of want to showcase a variation and variety of foods that I will be eating throughout the prep, to kind of show you guys of what it looks like being vegan and what some of the food groups look like and where they're coming from. So with that being said, let me go and break you guys down an example of my meals, so then you guys can see kind of what they look like per se. So we have about 1 cup of oatmeal. We have about a tablespoon of nut butter. We have 20 milliliters of maple syrup, organic. And then we have cinnamon and a little bit, about a tablespoon or 2 of hemp seed, and that pretty much is the completion of that meal. And then we have about 90 grams of kiwi there, pretty much right there. Like I said, that's pretty much meal number 1, and the macronutrient is about 30 grams of protein, about 100 carbs, and about 30 grams of fat. So like I said, it's a little bit over 750 calories. So I'll go ahead and show you guys what exactly the macronutrient breakdown is here. And pretty much that is meal number 1, and I will see you guys in the next meal. So meal 2/snack is going to be 4 pieces of toast, a banana, you know, like a little bit of sunflower butter, and approximately about 60 to 70 grams of carbs, and about 15 to 16 grams of protein. Pretty low fat, but let me go and show you what it looks like. And like I said, that's pretty much meal number 2, and we're gonna wrap it up, and that'll be the snack we have, and then I'll show you guys meal number 3. All right, what's going on, guys? So as you guys know, we're on meal number 3 right now, and essentially this meal is kind of one of my favorite ones so far that I've been liking recently during my prep. So I'll go ahead and get right into it, and I'll show you guys what exactly we're gonna be eating. Alright, so pretty much right here we have black beans, tofu, and peas. Also with cilantro on the top. And a little bit of caramelized onions there. So I'm going to spin that and show you guys there. I pretty much just added like a red curry paste. I added organic liquid aminos to it. I added like an all-purpose seasoning. You know, that includes like oregano, turmeric, you know, just different spices, like an all-around spice per se. And as far as the meal itself, I'll break it down here on the screen so then you can kind of see the macros. But one thing I want to note here on this meal specifically is that sometimes whenever meals have like 30, 40, 50 grams of protein, to some people the definition may be high protein. But at least for myself, when it comes to high protein, I would like for it to be low carb, low fat, and high protein, right? At least for my definition or liking. In this scenario, it's still considered a meal that has high protein, but for some people that don't know, as you have a full can of black beans, at least in this meal, that's a significant amount of carbs, right? It's over 50 to 60 grams of carbs just in that meal. So that's why it's important to kind of, as you classify yourself as what you consider high protein, it's important to recognize what kinds of foods and things that you look into it. Because in this example, at least for myself, I would consider it high protein, but obviously with the twist that there's a high amount of carbs in there, and at least explain that, right? But at least for myself going forward and the way that I kind of process things, I want to share what I mean by high protein is low carb, low fat, and pretty much a high amount of protein. So with that being said, meal 3 down, and we'll get into the last one, and that's going to be meal 4. What's going on, guys? So changes here for the last meal, but I'm going to break it down real quick. Essentially, this meal for the last one is going to be what we consider a high protein, low carb diet. From the protein source, it's at least 50 grams of protein, less than 10 carbs, and less than about 5 grams of fat for this total meal. So let me go and show you what that looks like. So essentially we have seitan, 2 servings of seitan, we have some carrots, and we have some broccoli. Looking very tasty. But with that given said, essentially that is meal number 4 and that'll be on the screen. So for those of you guys curious what the carbs, the fats, and the protein looks like, I'll have that broken down, and then at the end I'll go ahead and calculate the calories so then you guys have an idea of how much protein, carbs, and fats were coming from the meals, and you have an example total daily intake looks like for being a vegan. And more importantly, this is just to show you guys this is just a regular day in the life, right? I'm not recommending to go and try it. I'm just giving you ideas, giving you inspiration. So if you do want to eat more plant-based, or you're looking to kind of like figure out, okay, what protein sources are you getting, you know, protein from? I know that's a big question, so hopefully that can just kind of clarify that. Other than that, if you guys learned something new today, like, share, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.